Shabana joins us now in the studio. Thanks for coming in. Why is it significant, really, and what are its chances of succeeding?
Well, Andrea, we do indeed have liftoff. It is now just after sunrise in America, and with the Atlas V rocket successfully having been launched from the famous Cape Canaveral in sunny Florida. Now, it's not mission accomplished just yet. The Starliner, which is made by the Boeing company, is on top of the rocket and has to enter orbit and then eventually come back to Earth. And as you said, there are no human beings on board, instead a mannequin who's been nicknamed Rosie. This is part of a program that NASA is calling OFT, which is short for the Orbital Flight Test. The mannequin on board is going to test the G-force and other metrics on the capsule that will eventually then be used for the United States to launch human beings yet again into space from American soil. So that will be considered a major milestone. And of course, this launch of the Atlas V rocket and the Starliner capsule is part of that effort. We have to wait and see yet what's going to happen. Will the capsule successfully reach orbit and return safely back to Earth? Of course, the program has had some obstacles in the past. It was supposed to have been launched by 2017, but there were some technical problems that both Boeing and SpaceX had to figure out before today's launch was made possible. We're talking about a multi-billion-dollar program that's been funded by the U.S. government. Both Boeing and SpaceX, which is of course run by Elon Musk, are part of this effort.
Yeah, the public-private hybrid thing. We'll see if it can really provide the future that NASA wants. Because, you know, I remember speaking to NASA's former chief, Michael Griffin, over a decade ago now. And he was sincere when he said, we will have another astronaut on the moon in about 10 years' time if we maintain the budgets we have. And they did maintain those budgets, and we are miles away from seeing another American astronaut land on the moon. So this means a lot to the space program now.
It absolutely does. And having the private sector involved here has been able to accelerate NASA's timetable in terms of the technology and the ability to launch these astronauts, again, from American soil instead of launching them from the Russian launch pad in Kazakhstan. So that's very important, especially at a time when President Trump has made space his priority and has just recently inaugurated, of course, the aptly named SpaceCom, or Space Command, which is going to be the sixth branch of the United States Armed Forces. So while here this is part of a space exploration program, we also have to keep in mind the ever-present space race between the United States and its Russian and Chinese competitors.
Right. So on the flip side, I mean, how serious are the consequences if it fails?
Well, it's part of the scientific effort. We have seen SpaceX rockets before explode on the launch pad, and that's, of course, why they're using the mannequin. Fun fact here, the mannequin Rosie is named after Rosie the Riveter, of course, the character from World War II used to recruit women in factories. So there
Rosie
you have
with
it.
the
Rosie with the
biceps.
Yeah, the biceps.
Right. Great stuff. Oubai, we'll leave it there. Thanks.